Halloween is officially a thing of the past, and if you are a Disney fan, you know November 1st starts the holiday season at Disney. And in today's video, we're going to talk about everything that is coming to Walt Disney World Resort this Christmas season. So if you're headed to Disney over the next month and a half, 2 months, here is everything you'll be able to experience. So the first thing you may be wondering if you've been to Disney before during the holidays is Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party back this year? And the answer to that question is no. And similar to Halloween, Disney is offering an after-hours event in place of the usual party. And this after-hours event is called Disney Very Merriest After Hours, and it will run on select nights from November 8th through December 21st. It is a 4-hour event held at the Magic Kingdom Park beginning at 9 p.m. And if you are a ticket holder for this after-hours event, you will be able to get into Magic Kingdom starting at 7 p.m. Admission to Very Merriest After Hours can be purchased online for $169 to $249 per adult or child plus tax, depending on the event date. So this is definitely a pricey event, that's for sure. Especially once you get into December, those dates are in the 200s and close to that $249 mark. So certainly a pricey after-hours event. It is an hour longer than the Boo Bash one was, so you do get a little bit more time. And there are some offerings that are here in this after-hours party that were not available during Boo Bash, and that includes the return of a parade. A full parade is back for the first time at Walt Disney World with Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade. Wave to Disney friends during a holiday parade brimming with joy and magic. This jolly procession begins with Mickey and Minnie and ends with an appearance by Santa Claus himself. Also, you can experience Minnie's wonderful Christmas time fireworks show. This fireworks show, hosted by Minnie Mouse, will see dazzling colors light up the sky to the tune of favorite Christmas carols. Also available for you to enjoy during this after-hours event are character sightings and musical groups singing holiday songs. During Disney Very Merriest After Hours, you can see beloved Disney characters as they spread holiday cheer around Magic Kingdom. You may catch sighting of the Country Bears, Jiminy Cricket, and friends from the 100-Acre Wood. Plus, listen to the sweet sounds of the Reindeer Wranglers, a musical group performing seasonal songs as they provide sensational streetmosphere in Frontierland. Also over on the Cinderella Castle stage, you can catch Mickey and Minnie's Very Merry Memories, and this is the new stage show that is coming to this party. You can check out Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Daisy Duck, Goofy, Pluto, and Chip and Dale. So I'm excited to see what this stage show is like. It says it is a blend of shows of the past, which include Mickey's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, Celebrate the Season, and Mickey's Most Merriest Celebration. And I know I mentioned this earlier, but the ticket prices are the same for adults and children. So the prices that I mentioned earlier, that price range, it's both for adults and children. So something to keep in mind if you're planning on going to this after-hours event. There is a $10 discount available to Vacation Club or annual pass holders, but there are already a few nights that are sold out. I have the calendar right in front of me here, and November 9th, 11th, and 16th are actually sold out already. Certainly a pricey event. It is definitely more expensive than Boo Bash, and it was more expensive than what the other party used to be back in the day, but you are getting a stage show, you are getting fireworks, and you are getting a parade. So you'll have to make that determination if that's enough for you to justify the cost for you and your family. It's definitely pricey, but at least you're getting a little bit more than you did at a Boo Bash, and it's an hour longer as well, so keep that in mind. Now let's talk a little bit about what's taking place over at Epcot, and everything that I'm about to mention that is taking place over at Epcot is included with your park ticket. And that includes some fan favorites like the Candlelight Processional, which is back in 2021. And I am so excited that this offering is back. In my opinion, this is one of the coolest things that Disney does during the holiday season. And if you've never had the chance to experience the Candlelight Processional, I highly recommend it. It is an awesome experience, and it's really cool. It's a good way for you to get to see maybe one of your favorite celebrity narrators. You get the story of Christmas, and it just makes you feel really, really good. And you come out of the Candlelight Processional really ready for Christmas. It is just so much fun. Also, the Storytellers Around the World Showcase are back this year, and this is another really unique offering where each country has a storyteller that gives their iteration of Christmas and some of the traditions that take place in those countries. Another really interesting offering. And the holiday kitchens are back as well. This is all taking part during the International Festival of the Holidays, and that will run from November 26th through December 30th, 2021. Oh, and by the way, if you're a fan of Living with the Land like I am, the Holiday Overlay is back to Living with the Land. The Holiday Overlay is known as Merry and Bright Nights, and it brings festive lights and props to the attraction, gives a nice Christmas feel, and the reds and the greens, the colors. It really makes Living with the Land come alive, and if you've never experienced it, I recommend it because A, I love Living with the Land, and B, I love Christmas. So when you marry those two together, it's a win in my book. Now, Disney Parks Blog did release their foodie guide, which goes over all of the food offerings in Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. We are still waiting on that foodie guide for Epcot, so I can't share what the food offerings are gonna be at the holiday kitchens around Epcot, but they generally don't change all that much year over year. So if you wanna get a sense of what some of the offerings were, you can check out years past. It'll be roughly the same type of items, but we'll see. Hopefully Disney has a few new good ones up their sleeve. But speaking of food, let's dive a little bit deeper into what's going to be available at Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. So let's start over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, where at Restaurantosaurus you can find the open-faced Thanksgiving turkey sandwich. That sounds really good. Over at Satu'li Canteen, they have the Thanksgiving bowl, which is basically a sandwich, but in a form of a bowl. Pumpkin cheesecake mousse, and a peppermint cream cheese mousse. Now, it's important to note that not all of these items are available at this moment. Most of these items are available starting on November 25th, with that peppermint cream cheese mousse available on December 1st. Over at Tiffin's Restaurant, there's the Thanksgiving plate, which is basically a traditional Thanksgiving style meal, roasted squash soup, apple pie cheesecake, a mousse snow globe, and a pork T-bone. And over at Tusker House Restaurant, there is a Thanksgiving dinner option as well, starting on November 25th. Moving over to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and this was home of a couple of good treats last year from what I remember. Alex and I were able to try a few of these last year, and some of them are back again. So starting over at the ABC Commissary, there's the Sugar Cookie Snowman and the Santa's Belt Cookie, which is, I'm interested to see how their cookie is this year because the cookie last year was just a pretty generic sugar cookie. I have a feeling this one's gonna be the same, but we'll try it out when we're over at Studios and we will let you guys know what we think of it. But over at the Backlot Express, the Red Velvet Whoopie Pie is back, and this whoopie pie was so good last year. If you were gonna try one thing over at Hollywood Studios, I recommend it be the Red Velvet Whoopie Pie. Now there are some new things that we haven't tried yet, but that was so good, I would definitely get that again. Over at the Hollywood Brown Derby and the Tune-In Lounge, there's the Holiday Bliss, which is a holiday alcoholic drink consisting of vanilla vodka, sour apple liqueur, caramel beverage syrup, and vanilla ice cream mix. Over at ABC Commissary, Backlot Express, Rosie's All-American Cafe, and Pizza Rizzo, you can find the frozen salted caramel hot chocolate. This was an offering last year, which was decent. And there also is a version of this that you can get with bourbon included. So if you want an alcoholic version, they have that for you too. And speaking of drinks, over at Oasis Canteen, you can find the Christmas on the Beach, which is a coconut rum flavored holiday drink. And over at the outdoor carts, you can find a holiday brownie. Pizza Rizzo also has a butterscotch caramel cannoli. That sounds pretty good and actually interesting. I would definitely try that. And Rosie's All-American Cafe and the Trolley Car Cafe have the reindeer mousse. Wrapping up the food offerings over at Hollywood Studios, Woody's Lunchbox has the Holiday Lunchbox Tart, which is an apple pie filled tart frosted with cinnamon icing, sugar snowflake, and holiday sprinkles. Now, all of those food and drink offerings that we just went over at Hollywood Studios, they will be available from November 8th to January 3rd. So pretty soon, you'll be able to get those as opposed to the ones at Animal Kingdom, which come out a little bit later, more towards Thanksgiving. Magic Kingdom Park is gonna be home to some holiday treats as well, starting at Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies. They have the Christmas Cookie Sundae, which is a Christmas cookie soft serve with whipped cream, hot fudge, and holiday sprinkles. They also have a Christmas cookie milkshake. That sounds pretty interesting. I love milkshakes, so I might be giving that a try. Over at Golden Oak Outpost, they have a gingerbread almond cake pop, which is a gingerbread almond cake pop dipped in white chocolate. Main Street Bakery is going to be home to the Mickey Cinnamon Roll, and Sleepy Hollow will have the ginger apple funnel cake. which is a gingerbread funnel cake topped with apple pie filling. And similar to Hollywood Studios, those food offerings will be available starting on November 8th. These ones run a little bit later, up until December 31st. So we have a little bit more time as far as parks go to try the treats over at Magic Kingdom. Animal Kingdom, they come out a little bit later. Hollywood Studios, they come out the same time, but they go away earlier. So if you're looking for some decent treats and you're gonna be there towards the end of December, Magic Kingdom is gonna have plenty of options for you. Now, Disney Springs has a ton of treats as well. There is just so much to go over here. We're not gonna run through each and every one of them because we will be here all night discussing each of these treats. But as you guys can see on your screen, there are a whole bunch of holiday treat and drink offerings coming to the restaurants and the outdoor carts of Disney Springs. So it's another good area for you to try something that isn't there throughout the rest of the year. Another thing that is back for 2021 and is something that we have really enjoyed in the past is the Christmas tree stroll over at Disney Springs. This is a great free activity to do if you're heading over to Disney Springs. I recommend you go a little bit later towards the nighttime. You can go during the day as well and see the trees, but they look a lot better at nighttime all lit up. And what the Christmas tree stroll is a whole bunch of themed Christmas trees spread throughout Disney Springs, almost in a scavenger hunt type of way. And you go around and you get to see some amazing Christmas trees. In years past, they've had Toy Story trees, a Star Wars tree, a Lion King tree, trees themed to some of your favorite Disney movies. It is an awesome, awesome experience. And they actually do have a scavenger hunt with a map, and you can go around and mark off all of the trees that you got to see. There is a good amount of trees on this stroll. And like I said, it is spread all throughout Disney Springs. So while you're shopping and dining and walking around, keep your eyes open because you never know which Christmas trees you might bump into, or if you want to do what we've done in the past where we dedicate a whole night to kind of just grabbing a bite to eat and walking around and checking out all the Christmas trees. It's a really fun way to get in the Christmas spirit, and it's something that I really, really enjoy, and I'm glad they're bringing it back because I think it gives Disney Springs that little bit of flair that it needs during the holiday season, and it kind of makes Disney Springs a Christmas destination now. And Disney has said that there are going to be some trees inspired by the 50th anniversary. So I'm very interested to see what those trees look like. Like I said, this was always one of our favorite things to do when visiting Walt Disney World for the holidays. And if you haven't done it, I highly recommend that you check it out this year. And of course, we couldn't talk holidays at Disney without talking about their world famous gingerbread displays. And the gingerbread displays are back at the parks and resorts this year. I am so excited about it. And of course, a fan favorite and my personal favorite as well is the gingerbread house over at the Grand Floridian. They are currently at this moment working on the gingerbread house. They're still constructing it. And according to Disney, the dates will run from November 10th through January 1st. They do actually sell snacks and treats out of the gingerbread house as well. So it's a really good opportunity for you to go there, have some gingerbread or any other holiday treat that they might offer, and just kind of soak in the Disney Christmas magic. The gingerbread house over at the Grand Floridian, in my opinion, is not to be missed. So if you're over at the Magic Kingdom, hop on the monorail for a little bit, maybe have some lunch at one of the resorts or even at the Grand Floridian itself, and make sure you go see the gingerbread house because it is incredible. A tradition over at the Beach Club Resort is the life-size gingerbread carousel, and that is back this year, and it is going to be themed after The Little Mermaid. That is really cool. And those dates will be November 1st through January 2nd, 2022. The next display you can find is over in Epcot at the American Adventure Rotunda, and it says the Epcot pastry chefs have recreated the Lincoln Memorial, Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, and the American Adventure Building in miniature edible versions. That's pretty cool. The gingerbread display dates for those will be November 26th through December 30th. So that is gonna do it for our 2021 Disney World holiday preview. I know I'm excited to get down there. We're planning to go down early to mid-December for a few days to check on the house and to, of course, experience the holidays over at Disney. But if you're going to Disney World this year, let us know down in the comments below and let us know, what are you most excited to see this holiday season? I think for me personally, it's the gingerbread house over at the Grand Floridian. Can't wait to see that. But if you guys enjoyed the video and you found it helpful, make sure you give it a nice big thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. It lets other people know that you like this video and they might like it too. And if you guys are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button also so that you stay on top of all of the videos that we have to come regarding our move, regarding the holiday season at Disney, and just everything in general. We would love if you joined the community and hit that subscribe button below. And with that being said, we'll see you guys real soon.